and on Thursday morning, a team of 5 justices of the Constitutional Court of Uganda converged to begin hearing the main petition, where Uganda's Attorney General is seeking a court order to ban Dr. Kizza Besigye's defiance campaigns. However, the justices adjourned the hearing of the petition, saying that it would be unfair to hear the petition without Besigye in court. Besigye is currently incarcerated in Luzira prison after being accused of treason. Here is Solomon Serwanjja's report from Uganda.
Is he under arrest or not?
He has been arrested several times since 2001 when he expressed his political ambitions. Charged in courts of law 46 times, and he is still counting. Former presidential candidate Dr. Kizza Besigye's court battles are well chronicled in the letter that he penned to the Chief Justice of Uganda, Dr. on the 30th of May 2016. In the letter, Besigye laments about the abuse of his rights and mistreatment while in court, calling for the interventions of Dr. to sweep the temples of justice clean. Besigye has been in and out of court during his political struggles, with the latest appearance at Kasangati Magistrates Court for disobeying lawful orders. Just last week, Besigye was in Nakawa Court battling with the charges of treason. Today, he was expected at the Constitutional Court before Justice Stephen Kavma on the case of defiance, although he failed to turn up and the case was adjourned. But reading beyond the legalities and the court battles, how do these consistent court cases affect Besigye's political life and struggles? Robert Chirunda is a senior lawyer, also a political analyst, who has kept a keen eye on Besigye's political career. He says that it has helped transform him from the person of Besigye into the Besigye ideology.
Besigye has gone from being an individual to a phenomenon. So there are those who don't believe in the politics of Dr. Kizza Besigye, but there are those who study the idea of Dr. Kizza Besigye, the phenomenon that is Besigyeism. And you've seen even the man evolve. He didn't use the caught-up-in language. Then he was believed to be militant and aggressive. You could see he was struggling to contain the man that he has now become, or to contain the man that he once was, to fit within the man that he has now become. A mellow, calm person who appeals to reason.
Through his political lens, Chirunda opines that these consistent cases have helped Dr. Besigye expose the weaknesses in the court system. Wherever Besigye is, the media follows. And to Chirunda, it is these appearances in the different court sessions, which are widely covered by both the national and international media, which keeps him alive in the population.
There are those who believe that he is the only courageous Ugandan who has the guts to be in that dock and stand for what he believes to be what is right. You see? So those are very different reasons, but every time that your camera rolls and shoots at his face entering that prison van, there are those who were in his class at medical school who say, but this guy was a brilliant surgeon. There are those with whom he was in the bush who say, is this what we fought for? So understand that in politics, like in business, there is never such a thing as bad press.
He is, however, shocked by Besigye's decision to refuse representation in the treason trial, whose maximum sentence is death.
I think that when I see Dr. Besigye, the one trial that comes to mind is Mandela's Rivonia trial. Is he trying to recreate Rivonia? I don't know. Were I to be in his shoes, would I decline representation when I'm facing treason? I doubt it. Because treason is one of the most serious charges anyone can face.
We also talked to city lawyer Elias Lukwago, who is also one of Besigye's legal team. Lukwago says that the move by government to open up different charges is a way of watering down his political struggles.
So all these institutions now, the DPP office, the police, the judiciary, and all these other institutions charged with the dispensation of justice are being used by this regime to persecute Dr. Kizza Besigye. So all you are witnessing right now, to sum it up, it's not prosecution, but persecution.
Lukwago, who also doubles as the Kampala Lord Mayor, also watered down the arguments that Besigye is politically gaining capital from the several court cases.
It's horrendous, it's horrible. It's preposterous. So you can imagine that kind of situation, which is life-threatening. It's a threat to your life. You cannot enjoy it. You cannot. Certainly you cannot. So whatever political capital you may imagine being derived out of that kind of horrible treatment is secondary.
I also picked his mind on why Besigye would decline to representation by the lawyers in the treason case.
I mean, considering the experience he has got now, I think he at least he can effectively represent himself.
Whether it is a political game taken into the arena of the judiciary, one thing is true, that he who alleges must prove, and it is the burden of proof that the scales of justice will either weigh in Besigye's favor or not. Solomon Serwanjja, KTN News, Kampala, Uganda.